Everyone, I am Carmen Michael, the professional mic holder.
Everyone, it's Alexis Cardoza.
What's up, everybody? It's the Wild Rhino Clark Connors from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I am here getting wild, drinking an 805.
Hey, this is Billy Starks.
Rip F and Bison. I ran out of booze.
I am the fire starter, the Carney Killer. I am born to die, Jake Crest.
This is Bobby Olson.
This is Anthrax of H2O.
My name's Christopher Landon, Anthony Streeter.
My name is Frank Minetti.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Red Air and one half of the PH Boys from Hood Classic Entertainment, representing the Hood Boys, the PH Boys, Purple Haze, Prince Alexander.
This is Martin Stone, the original strong style hooligan.
And today, you have the privilege
of drinking at Moe's.
And you know I'm drinking with Mo.
And you are drinking at Moe's.
All right, everybody, taking time out before we get this show started. I want to thank Reaper Apparel for having Drinkin' Moe's be a brand ambassador for their clothing line. They got good stuff. They got t-shirts. They got hoodies. They got beanies. They got lots of great stuff, encouraging everybody to break out of their comfort zone, live their best self, and hey, it's something I try to live every day. Now, be sure when you go and you're filling out your order, use the code Drinkin' at Moe's, get 10% off, and the link and the code will both be in the description. Let's fucking go. What the fuck are you doing? All right. Big Mo here, your forever drinking champion. Nate here, this is Drinkin' at Moe's, my 2 cents, where we go over different wrestling topics and, give our opinions on them. Because, hey, everybody's got opinions. But before we get going too far, disclaimer! The opinions stated in the show are those of the two people talking, and that's it. Wrestling is subjective. Now that shit's over. All right. So
I'm still waiting to hear the glass breaking.
Yeah, I need doing that in post.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll work on it. We're working on it. But you know what? Before we get going too far, like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the damn bell so you don't miss a minute, because YouTube's algorithm is a pain in the butt. I've recently heard that, if you don't cuss within the first 5 minutes, that, you don't have to edit it out. So you know what? I'm testing it. I'm doing it. But you know what? You know what to do with the damn like button this time. Give that damn like button a super kick. Let's fucking go.
Now, when you say a super kick, are you talking a Shawn Michaels super kick? Are you talking a Young Buck super kick? Are you a Japanese?
I'm talking about like Shawn Michaels, Shelton Benjamin, where Shelton Benjamin does that flip over and yeah, I'm talking about like that. Yeah.
A knock your head into the fourth row super kick.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So this one, I found it kind of interesting, the topic for today. Former WWE stars launching a new promotion. And in this, we are talking about former NXT UK Tag Team Champions and former Revolver Tag Team Champions. Didn't win them in TNA. That's neither here nor there. But, oh, well, you know what? We'll see how they go in AEW if they're sticking around there. But they are starting their own promotion called Burning Heart Pro Wrestling. And, you know, the kind of fitting, because it just seems kind of fitting knowing those two and having a promotion of that name. It just goes along with them.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
I mean, what else are you going to call it? Grit Your Teeth?
What?
What else are you going to call it? Grit Your Teeth Academy?
Or Grit Your Teeth Pro Wrestling? Or Grit Pro Wrestling?
Grit Pro Wrestling sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that kind of does. That kind of has a nice little ring to it.
But the Burning Hearts, there's probably, you know, kind of like with Grit Your Teeth, Burning Hearts probably has some hidden meaning somewhere to those two.
You know what? I actually wish that I had this written down because, yes, it kind of does. Because they actually stated in a post in a thing announcing the launch, they announced what the whole name means with them. So it does kind of fit in. And they're actually having they're scheduled to have their first show June 25th in Liverpool.
Well, that goes without saying. I mean, they're from the UK anyway, so.
Yeah.
And I believe, is it James Drake that's calls himself Liverpool's favorite?
It makes sense, but yeah, I believe they're actually, you know, hell, I'm willing to say that I've seen some stuff going on matches that they could be having. I know the first event posters out there, and I for one am excited to see where this goes. Like, I hope that they end up having the video of it somewhere, some streaming platform, YouTube, whatever the hell.
You know, kind of like what Ethan Page does with his Alpha One. If you want to watch his shows, he streams them for free on his YouTube channel.
Yep, they are back and running and doing some pretty great shows. We'll go into Ethan Page later because, yeah, that's a whole mess right now. Hell, speaking of Revolver, he was there last night.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was fun. I was watching as that was going on, and yeah, it was nice seeing him out there. And I hope that he gets out to one of the Iowa stops, because hell, they already have a certain very nice, very evil Danhausen coming in for the next Iowa stop. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. But this, I have a feeling, you know, I think it goes without saying with these guys that they are going to be displaying some great British strong style type action.
Now, let me just ask this: is it, you know, with like a lot of people that starting their own stuff, you know, Booker T started up, you know, reality wrestling. That's a promotion and it's a school. Is this a school, or is it just a promotion?
That I don't know of yet. I would imagine they might end up getting affiliated with somebody or something like that.
Hold on. Shut up. The trade. I mean, they're the Rev Pro tag champs. Let's say they ain't got something going on with those guys.
Hey, it would work. It would work. But yeah, I'm excited because
I'm interested to see how it works out too.
oh yeah. Nope, I'm definitely excited for this one because there was AOP. They had pretty much a failed promotion that that was a whole mess. Like it was gonna be in like the UAE or somewhere, and then that got canceled. And then they moved it to the UK, but then that got postponed and then pretty much canceled. And there was people pretty much going off on the whole thing because they were getting advertised on social media for they were going to be at the show. And then, it was one of those situations where like the original date, they were going to be able to make it, but then rescheduling it wasn't working out, and then it was a whole damn mess.
Wasn't that also during the time when the world fell apart?
It might have been.
So,
or it might have. I'm trying to think. It might have been. I can't really remember off the top of my head.
Right. It could be one of those things where they tried to appease the world with. Well, we can't do it like this. Well, let's see if we can't do this. Well, now we can't get anyone to fly in. Screw it, we're done.
Yeah. But this one, I'm having a feeling they aren't going to be running into those issues.
No, there's enough. I think there's enough fans of the UK strong style. I mean, hell, that's starting to ooze. I don't want to say ooze. But that's starting to trickle its way here. You're seeing a lot more of that style, especially when you got two of the main UK stars on WWE programming.
True, and
you got Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate's only 22 years old, and it still amazes me watching Tyler Bate, realizing he was 19 years old when he won the UK title.
That is crazy thinking about that. But then, you got people like that. You got people that, one of them had I don't know if he signed, I don't believe so, but former NXT tag champ and former guest of the interviews show, the Danny Burch, going now by Martin Stone.
Is that his real name?
I know I'm trying to remember because social media, I think at least Facebook changed to Danny Briggs or something. But anyways, he's another example of the British strong style coming over and fitting well in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of fans of that old school smash mouth, knock the snot out of you style.
Well, a lot of regionals back in the day, back when everything was regional. And I'll say this as an example. World Class Championship Wrestling. You watch any documentary on it, anything on it. You sat there and said, hey, they sit there and say, hey, watch out for the face. The face is what does it. Break your fingers, break your arm, break a couple of ribs, ease up on the shots to the face because they work the strong style in Texas too. So I am definitely excited for this debut show coming up. Well, shit, we're a little over a month away now. Yeah, scary, isn't it? Yeah. Well, hell, 3 days after the next Revolver show. Yes, sir.
Y-
With Danhausen.
With Danhausen. Very nice, very evil.
That's a pretty good impersonation.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's gonna be a good one. Hell, we'll go into a little bit of that. We'll go into a little bit of Revolver. Because yeah, last night they held the Just Another Friday show, and yeah, the second gear crew pretty much imploded.
I've seen videos of that. So
I was watching. It was nuts. Man, like kind of typical, and not to downplay it or sound like I'm insulting them, because I'm not, because I'm a huge fan of theirs. It was the typical brought to you by Home Depot sort of chaos.
well, yeah, okay.
Hell,
a majority of their grudge matches are sponsored by Home Depot.
I mean, not literally, but you were there the time I got a joke with Manders about it. Actually, and Matthew Justice too.
Yep.
They both liked it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the show. I think now that they've had this Dayton show, that now they're going to start, promoting and putting out some more matches for this show. Cage of Horrors. This is going to be nice.
I enjoy wrestling. A lot of times I like to choose violence.
Yes, and this is going to be one of those shows, man.
The funny thing is that when you go to a wrestling show for the first time, you don't expect, first time I went to a local promotion in Omaha, first time I went to it, I really wasn't expecting a lot. I'm a wrestling fan. I became a lifelong fan after that. So we go to the first Revolver show, and you're sitting there saying, "Oh, well, you're gonna see something." Like, all right, well, whatever. And the next thing you know, I saw this really awesome spectacle where people bled a lot, and I like it when people bleed a lot. Call me sadistic. I mean, I laugh watching The Walking Dead. I don't know why.
You know what? Yeah, no. I remember that first show we went to, and yeah, good Lord, Matthew Justice jumping off a scaffold. And God, what else happened?
And to be honest, watching that very first show almost 10 years ago at Sokol Auditorium, I was half expecting, a lot of curse words. A lot of people say, sometimes wrestling is a family affair. Okay, I saw kids, so I wasn't expecting that. I go to the first Revolver show, I see kids in line. I'm like, okay, well, it's going to be another family show. 5 minutes before the show starts, we got the owner of the company coming out going, there's a fucking baby here who's been here since the day she was conceived, and it's her fucking birthday.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What the fuck?
Yep.
I found my place.
If you're taking your kids to a Revolver show, you better not get upset when they start repeating some of the damn stuff there.
And you're doing it right.
Yes. That you are. But yeah, no, the main event, I believe, is the only thing that's actually been the only match that's actually been advertised.
Yeah, Manders
Manders versus Mance Warner. I believe in an actual Cage of Horrors match.
That's what they've been advertising.
And it's going to be interesting with the way this last show ended. Wondering if, well, shit, are they going to throw Matthew Justice in there too? It would literally the way last night ended with them, it would not surprise me. It would not. So I guess we'll see.
So I guess the one question I would have, we've talked about this offline about the second gear crew. So if they're broken up in Revolver, has the same thing happened in MLW?
You know what? I know that it's happened in GCW and MLW. I'm thinking Manders and Matthew Justice are still good because I believe they're going to be going, if they haven't already, they're going after the tag titles again.
Okay.
That show might have already happened. I'd have to look back on that one. But yeah,
because they're like the you know, if you want to look at it a certain way, you know, the second gear crew, they're in Revolver. Like you said, they were in GCW, MLW. They're like one of the few teams that goes from place to place, and they're still a team. You don't see that with, like, just for example, Red. You know, you don't see Macklin showing up to MLW to help Ricky Shane Page.
True.
You know, that's just and that his other, you know, Macklin's other, you know, I guess I don't know. He's got other things going on than showing up to MLW. I don't know. I just lost my train of thought there for like a split second and just got.
I was like, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know.
But yeah, I
was buffering.
Him, yeah, but him being married to the one and only Deonna Purrazzo, I mean, I've been able to meet them both. Try to get that fucking, but yeah, no, they're both great people behind the scenes, you know. And God damn, see, having issues with this shit. There we go.
You know, they have medication for that.
Fuck you. See, I think we're past the 5-minute mark, so I don't need to worry about that yet.
Well, I've already sat there. I already dropped the F-bomb like 3 times in a row in one sentence. So,
yeah, well, fuckity, fuck. Wait, now, see, fuck it. There, not even worrying about it anymore. Goddamn.
If you have a problem, I never knew you had a problem keeping it up. Oh, so anyway.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh my God.
You know, we should have done this on a Sunday, the Lord's Day. No, I'm sorry, we can't do that. Anyway.
No.
So, what were we talking about?
We're talking about Revolver, Cage of Horrors, and Macklin, and then, well, Danhausen's going to be there. That's going to be freaking awesome.
Yes.
Hopefully
someone feels good enough to where they can actually show up.
Yeah, you know,
talking about the room that I'm in, the alternate location for the recording.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that. But yeah, you're still getting your tickets, right?
Yes, I just have to figure out what's going on with the peanut gallery.
I could go for some peanuts. Anyways. Yeah, they can go find a crayon. Anyways. Anyways, I'm interested to see what they're gonna have Danhausen do.
Yes.
Because
that would be interesting.
He's already made some appearances with GCW, and I don't know if this is official because he actually beat Blake Christian for the GCW title, but then Matt Cardona, who's apparently the GCW general manager, actually restarted the match, and then Blake Christian got it back.
Right.
So it'll be interesting because, yeah, last night was interesting because the unit of JT Dunn, Jake something, and Havoc. JT Dunn actually got, well, I don't know if this is just storyline, but he was fired.
That part I missed.
Yeah, he was getting ready to attack Masha Slamovich. Then Sami Callihan came in to try to save. They attacked him, but then Moxley came in, did that Death Rider DDT, and then got on the mic and said, you know what, if he were in charge of Revolver, he would have just fired him. But then handed the mic off to Sammy, and then he had the group that he was with, they all just said, you're fired. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, because
on the indie circles like GCW, Revolver, Moxley and Sami Callihan are a tag team.
Yep.
And
the Switchblades.
Thank you. I was trying to remember what their name was.
Yep, the Switchblades. One hell of a tag team. I think going back all the way to the days of their time in CZW. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how everything shapes up after last night.
That was before Mox got the pre-trimmed beard.
Before that, and I believe he had longer hair at the time too.
Before WWE.
Yeah, even before then, yeah.
That was back when Callahan actually had hair.
Nah, I mean he has hair now, but he's definitely got his.
Yeah. His is shorter.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Burning Heart Pro Wrestling, Revolver doing amazing things as they always have been. I'm looking forward to going to it and, seeing how Burning Heart shapes out.
Yeah.
Hell, that whole weekend is filled with a lot of wrestling. Revolver, H2O has their 8th anniversary weekend where they're doing the 22nd and the 23rd, which is going to be interesting because the 23rd, they end up having for the Danny Havoc Hardcore title, it is going to be a no rope barbed wire bare boards match where like they take off the canvas, they take off the padding.
I was going to say, take off the canvas, take off the ring ropes, put barbed wire, and just let them go to town.
And it's just the boards.
Oh, that is painful and glorious at the same time.
Because you know what, it's gonna be brutal because I've actually been to a couple of not the barbed wire variety, but I've seen some matches where they do the bare boards thing, and yeah, no, that looks painful. But anyways, that is about it for now. We talked about Burning Heart Pro Wrestling, the GYV's promotion. We've talked about Revolver. We've talked about H2O. Lots of topics involved today. If you have a topic you want us to go over, by all means, in the social media platforms and on YouTube, leave it in the comments. We will put it in and we will give you a damn shout out if we use your topic. And you know what, hell, maybe we'll even have you on to discuss it.
Ooh.
But that is about it.
Like fun.
Oh yeah. It is a fun time. Just ask the 2 people that we've done that with so far. But yeah.
Well, the 2 people you've done it with, I've only done it with one person, and then I actually watched the other one. And if you're watching, good job.
Yep. All right. Well, that is about it for now.
Oh, I got
go.
fucking shit.
Fucking goddamn.